Sorry about the previous link. I'm dumb. For some reason, when you set up a stream in, like, on the actual channel, like on the YouTube page, and then when you try to connect to it with Streamlabs, you can't. Unless you have a pre-scheduled live stream, you have to create a new event. It won't just connect to YouTube Live. So, which is weird, because OBS does, but apparently, Streamlabs does not. Which is why, like, half the time yesterday it started out at creating a new event instead of just connecting to the one that was already there. But I know this for the future now. I'm going to assume that means Streamlabs. And you're not calling me a slob. Because I'd be offended. But no, Streamlabs is... It's been something to get used to, that's for damn sure. But I'm getting there. I said at the start of this video, at the start of this channel, that, you learn more from a mistake than you do a success, and I'm excited to make a lot of mistakes, and boy, have I made mistakes! Ah, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, it's been a ride to set up. But I have a chat now. And when I'm playing games and doing things, I can have a chat overlay. So I don't have to have it up on my phone and annihilate my data, or, have it in windowed mode so that I could see the chat. On the side of it, in a separate window. So that's cool. And I have, like, alerts set up, which, I've been getting 2 subscribers during streams the last couple nights, and I have no idea until the stream ends. So hopefully, if people, live and learn. It is what it is. But hopefully, if people subscribe while I'm streaming today, I'll find out and I can say hi. Get them water bottles ready. But yeah, so I'm gonna give it a couple minutes in case, more people end up joining. As surprising as that'll be, considering my inability to do links correctly. But then we're gonna draw some backgrounds, because I realized that, just having this parchment thing going on is a little boring. So we're gonna design a background for my live streams. Probably a little office type space. Which is gonna be weird, because I'm bad at backgrounds, so this is gonna be a learning experience. Probably work off some 3D models and clip. So how's everyone else doing tonight? You ready for the weekend? That's still like a week away, because it's only Tuesday. Yay, we're working! Sorry about that. Still finagling Streamlabs, but I think I've got a general handle on it now. Kinda stressing. Oh no! Well, hopefully you can de-stress a little with some just chill art streaming. Oh, cool. I will go and like that on the social medias while we're waiting then. Meow. Hang on. Did I break my alert box earlier? I think no, there it goes. It just didn't get off earlier. Okay, whatever. That's cool. Maybe it went off before the stream actually started. But yeah, as you saw there, I have an alert box. So we've got alert boxes, we've got noises, I've got a chat on the screen that people can actually read now, which is cool. Woo, not breaking things! I love when I don't break things. It's so rare! Also, side note, shout out, but anybody who likes traditional painty stuff, especially if you like painted minis, Right on Hobbies has his own channel where he does speed paints of Warhammer minis. Not plug-in. Totally plug-in. But, yeah. He's working on some exciting stuff right now. Yeah. Stunts. Alright, let's see. How Streamlabs handles art programs. Gonna have to move the mic a little bit. This is a fun background, but it's gonna be even, you know, better when it's an actual background and not just parchment paper. Where did my... What? Why? Oh, there it is. But yeah, we're gonna be working on a background, maybe an overlay, you know, just general stream stuff. Make cool things. Resituating BC face here. There we go. Alright. Let us Where did everything go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I gotta resize that. Can I not? There it is. Just didn't like my tablet. Wow. There we go. I'll just stick that in about the middle. Okay, cool. And now we'll see if I can open chat. Yay, I can! We're gonna move this. Nope. Okay. That's weird. I'm gonna fix this a little bit. Just a second while Kitten fixes things. Okay. Yada yada blah blah. Okay, whatever. That's weird, but whatever. Alright. Let's make new stuff! Woo! Yeah, I'll change the music in a second. Just knocking my microphone over first. I'm actually gonna move what side it's on so it's not in the way of my tablet. Okay. Everything still sound okay? I didn't destroy your ears with the mic. Alright, so we need a... that. And... we're actually... alright, changing the music. There we go. We're going to double this in size. Alright. So, the thing to know about me and backgrounds is that I'm not good at them. So, this is going to be a bit of a process. Do 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 do. Where is the thing that I want? Ruler. There we go. You know, I'm thinking some kind of, like, little office thing. Just 'cause, you know, I'm a writer. And it seems fitting. But I am not particularly good at nice, like, detailed You did indeed type that in this decade. How do you feel about that? I'm thinking we work off I wish there was some kind of, like, bedroom background. You are retro. You still say groovy. I'm gonna go look at some inspiration pictures. Y'all just chat for a second. Morph. That too. But yeah, I'm thinking some kind of like writing office with a desk like at the front. Something like that. Maybe a typewriter in there somewhere. Right on, acts like a boomer sometimes. Or talks like one sometimes. But no. See, normally when I have to do complex backgrounds, I'll go into something like... There's like a 3D furniture building type of thing. And finagle it to how I want, and then set up the camera and like take screenshots and copy them over to... Oh, I kind of like that actually. And copy them over to Clip, but I didn't do any of that beforehand, because I figured we could just get started and go. I shouldn't have done that. What am I doing? There we go. I'm actually going to... Okay. It does look cute, doesn't it? Like, that's gonna, like, make a cool background, I think. Working off this kind of general setup. You guys can't see where I put that. That's funny. But just know that that's still there and I'm looking at it. Alright, so I'm thinking... we get this. We put the corner of the room back here. Like that. This song is very fun. I like it. I considered using this one for my outro a few times, but I ended up going with the other one, ultimately. I don't have the damn clue how this perspective ruler works. Like, I know how a perspective ruler works, but I don't know how the clip one specifically works. I have no idea what this line is. Nope. Maybe if we do... This entire stream is just gonna be me trying to figure out how perspective works. Just watch. Just you wait. No. Whatever. We're working off that, I guess. Okay, that makes sense for that. We're gonna add a corner over here. Man, some artist is gonna pop in this and see me trying to figure this shit out, and they're like, what the fuck is this moron doing? I know we can move this thing. Ah, yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we move this here... There is no model! Shut up! Okay. Whoa. What the fuck? What kind of catastrophe did I just create? Oh man. I definitely do not miss trying to draw with a mouse. I did it for the longest time before I ever got a tablet. It was the actual worst. What the fuck? Whatever. This is what I'm doing. Does it make any sense? No. Do I care? Not really. I mean, my first tablet was literally like 20 bucks. So, that is 100% a viable option to just buy a cheap one to start out with. No, not that. No. No. Right now, I apparently use the cheap one of, or, you know, the small-ass one of the art community, and that is a Wacom Bamboo Fun, I think it is? It's either Fun or Capture. And it is really small and probably cheap, but, you know, it works for me. So, whatever, I guess. Yeah. I have legitimately no idea what I'm doing, but whatever. Okay. So we're gonna put, like, a little window... What? Oh. Yeah, there was a trend on art Twitter just the other day, and it was like, post a picture of your first, tablet and the one you have now, and literally like 3 people in a row. I am kind of using vectors, like, not very well, but, you know, it's something. Someone who actually knows how to use vectors is gonna come along and be like, what in the flying fuck? But yeah, no, there was like a thing on art Twitter, and it's like, post your, you know, your first tablet and post the one you work on now, and like 3 people in a row, their first tablet was literally the one that I have right now, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I feel dumb. But you know what? It works, so who cares? I'm not exactly a professional artist, so I don't need anything fancy schmancy. I just need a little something. See, and that's the thing, is like, I've been drawing digitally for like 10 years now, but I've just, the only time I've ever upgraded was like 7 years back for Christmas. I asked my dad if he could get me a new tablet, because the old one that I used, which was an old Genius, literally didn't even have pen pressure. So I'm like, this is barely even a tablet. I realized there was probably an easier way to go about this, but you know what? I don't care. This is just a draft layer anyways. Wow. Alright. Maybe someday, if I make it, you know, if I make something of these fashion designs that I'm gonna do for the channel, I might upgrade my tablet to something a little bit nicer, but that's gonna be heavily dependent, and there are much bigger priorities in the meantime. Alright, so we've got that, and then I want some of these weird little, like, you guys can't see this, but there's these, like, where did this go? There are these weird shades in this picture that I kind of like. And they kind of go like this. That. Copy it. And we'll flip it and throw it on the other side. That's a good way to find out my lines on the other side aren't fucking matching. That's what the draft layer's for. Alright, there we go. And then we'll just... do that. Cool. Alright, so there's that. And then we're gonna have a nice big old rug. Nice shaggy thick rug across the entire thing. And then over here, does it? I've never actually played Persona, so I have no anything for that. Let's see. So this is going to be the weird part. This is probably the part that I need the perspective for the most, but I don't want to use this shit. But I want to put a bookshelf here. I don't know why it's over here. Like, what even is this? in tarnation? Oops. Oh. Hum. Okay. We're just gonna eyeball this, I guess. So what I want to do is have, like, a bookshelf here. See, this doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Ugh. But essentially what I want to do is there's going to be a bookshelf here. That's going to go up to about here. And its shelves are gonna go something like this. That looks bad, doesn't it? Bro, tell me about it. I ain't doing any better. And I'm the one trying to draw it. I suck at perspective. I suck at backgrounds. This is pain in my brain. I feel like this might be too big. I need to just, like, build a 3D model of a shelf and then fucking use that shit. Like, I wonder if there's actually one in here. See, I'm much better at, like, general illustrations of people, kind of. But I've never been any good at, backgrounds. It's always been my weakest link. I guess I could just use the box that I made. And scale that down. Let's see. Oh, that's too small. I think maybe about that big should be good. And then we can turn it. And then we can stick it over here. We can, like, match this up. Like, move it like this, and then do something like that. What, you expected me not to have a box? Cool, alright. Then we'll just make this a little bit bigger. So it's a... Okay. That doesn't actually look too bad. And you'll turn it a little bit. I mean, it could be a cardboard box. I don't have a texture on here. You never know. Alright, let's draw this now. With 3D cheats. And then I'll just have to add shelving in later. But that should be relatively easy compared to everything else. It's a little bit different style of... Exactly, it's just big brain. It's a little bit different style of bookshelf than I was going for, but bookshelf is bookshelf is bookshelf. Yeah. Not a bad idea. Maybe you should make one. Let's see if we can add some guides in here without, like, breaking our brain. So, let's see. Actually, I guess instead of doing that, we could just straight up, like, take this. Oh, I still have the ruler on. We can just do this. Turn that off. Now, why do we still have that on? Oh, because I'm stupid, that's why. And then we literally just... That sounds expensive. You know what? I'm calling that good enough. And then we go through and delete. I guess I wouldn't need to delete the whole thing. Just need to delete some of them. And then we put things on those shelves. Yay! Oops. So we delete all this. Delete all this. That's kind of neat. And then we just have to fill it out. Because what I'm planning to do is, once I have the, like, base background done, I'm going to go in and on a, like, as a separate thing, build a desk to sit at. So right now we're literally just doing the background. So now the question is what do we fill the room with? I know one thing, one of the big things is that this is going to be carpet. Very fluffy carpet. And then these are going to be wood. Just going to kind of give it a little bit of depth so that I know what's what. Oops. Wrong section. And this little tiny bit is just whatever. So there's that, yada yada, blah blah. So the big thing is gonna be... Which this is probably actually going to be covered now that I think about it. Like, outside of just talking, if I use this as background for, like... I guess it'll be kind of in this section here, probably. So, let's fill this up. One of the big things is we're obviously going to have a shit ton of books, which someone gave me the brilliant idea on Twitter to literally make a book brush, so I don't have to go in and individually draw a shit ton of books every time I draw any kind of bookshelf or library, which would be a lot more if I had a book, you know, a book brush. Because as much as I love books, they are kind of a pain in the ass to draw. But, like, imagine having a book brush. That'd be so cool. And then we'll obviously do, like, actual titles and details and whatnot there. And then we obviously need some kind of espresso machine here, because coffee is necessary. Wonder if there's a 3D coffee maker kind of thing. There's coffee cups, and there's stacks of books. Drat. I know, right? Like, that would save so much time for so many things. Like, even just drawing a singular bookshelf would save so much time. Imagine drawing a library. Like, wow. And that's why, like, I have it marked in my... I have to go look up what a fucking coffee machine looks like. But that's why I have it marked in my notepad, like, oh my god, that's a thing I need to make. Let's see. We need a coffee machine at the correct angle. Coffee is extremely necessary. I would not survive if not for coffee. And neither would anybody around me. Yeah, that looks like a normal coffee machine. And this is why every artist ever needs some kind of, like, 3D... Nope, that's not the button I wanted. Like a 3D object library, because trying to find specific things at a specific angle is such a pain in the ass. Yeah. See, so we're just going to flip this. Okay, I will be right back. I return. Okay. Cool. Okay. Alright, back to coffee. Thank you. Alright, let's see. Thank you, thank you. This is gonna be another one of those weird, trying to get it at the right angle kind of things, but I'll just have to work with it. Let's see, so... probably that. Did my music stop? There we go. Probably goes a little bit like this. Actually, it's probably a little too thin. Probably goes something more like this. Out like this. So it'll be more like this. Okay. And then... okay. Like this. And then... that. And coffee bits. That might actually be too wide. I'm gonna have coffee that goes well like that, and then handle goes something like this. And of course we're gonna need the actual coffee in there. Oops. That and that. And then this probably goes something like this and like that. Good enough. Works for me. Alright, so we have coffee, we have books. Maybe we should throw... an extra coffee cup in there. Just for shits and giggles. That probably wouldn't look like that, actually. I know, right? Like, this is just making me want coffee. Even though it is literally midnight, I want coffee now. But no room of mine, office or bedroom or otherwise, would ever be complete without coffee. Let's see. So we've got coffee, we've got books. I do like Pigeon brand everythings. Plus, it was dinner time about 35 minutes ago. We're gonna put a little cat statue here. Just because. Alright. I think we need... I mean... I know what we need. We need some fabric. Just some swaths of fabric. Because that is another thing that I'm, you know, obviously doing with this channel. Well, like, actually kind of the main thing I'm doing with this channel is fabric-y stuff and designs. So obviously I gotta have some, you know, fashion-y stuff sitting around. Tape measures and whatnot. That sounds good to me. I would definitely appreciate it. Let's see, get some scissors in there. Maybe like a little tin. Okie dokes. We'll stick some scissors in there. And some pencils. Lots of pencils. You need, like, the designer, you know, the whiting pencils for things, and then... Oh, duh, you need a pincushion. Pincushion that, for some reason, just always has pins in it. Even when it's just sitting in the background unused, because apparently nobody puts their pins in actual anything. And then we'll put one gigantic needle in there just for the hell of it. Like, have you guys ever noticed that every time anything needs to, like... Anytime there's any fashion-related anything in media, there's always, like, the old-fashioned tomato-style pincushion, and there's always, no matter what, pins in it at the time. Even if the, you know, nobody is actually actively working on anything, so there's no reason for the pins to be in the pin cushion at the time. They're just always in there. You put them in a little box. Like, you only put the pins in the pin cushion when you're actually using them. You don't just perpetually leave, like, 4 or 5, you know, 5 or 6 pins sitting in a pin cushion for all the time. Because, one, you better have more than, like, 5 or 6 pins. You're gonna need, like, 30 of them no matter what you're working on. And, like, just having them sitting out like that is unsafe. Exactly. And nobody I know, none of the seamstresses I know, just leave their pins sitting out like that. I mean, I literally just use, like, a styrofoam ball for a pin cushion. I don't even know anybody who actually uses, like, the old-fashioned tomato-style pin cushion. But yeah, no, most of the people I know that actually, like, sew, which is not me, most of them have their own, like, specially made pin cushion, because of course they do, and they keep their pins, when not in use, just in a box. They have, like, a special container for sewing materials, and they keep the pins in a box, usually in a tote. Alright, let's see. What can we fill? Maybe some fidget games. We've got books, so we need a fidget game shelf, obviously. Luckily, video games are easier to draw out because they're, like, all the same size. I mean, obviously, if you have different consoles, you're gonna have a bunch of games of a bunch of different sizes, but I am just gonna draw them all the same size because I'm lazy. Like, again, because this is just a rough draft, and we're not gonna put, like, fancy schmancy nonsense in here. Let's see. And we might as well just throw a random controller in there. Why not? I know. We'll make it a wired controller, and that's why it's just sitting in a shelf instead of actually being used. There we go. Alright, so we have writing, fashion, video games. Bottom shelf. Stuff that you don't take out very often. But still want displayed. Hey, it's my pigeon with Joe! My pigeon Joe! Thanky, thanky. Coffee! Coffee, coffee, coffee. Coffee time! Coffee time is the best time. bottom shelf, bottom shelf, bottom shelf. I'm trying to think of what I actually have in the bottom shelf of the shelf in my room, but I can't actually see the bottom shelf. I think it's just random shit. Let's look at the 3D objects. I guess I could do, like, bags and things. Nope, not really. Let's see. I think we're just gonna do, like, generic, like, portfolio style bag, I think. Fun fact about, like, those giant portfolio bags you see at, like, Michael's. I used to want one of those so bad, because I'm like, oh, if you have one of those, it means you're a real artist, you know? Dumb kid logic, obviously. And I'm like, you carry all of the art with that. And then, like, the older I got and the more I thought about it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, how heavy do those fucking things have to be? What are you even lugging around that you need a bag that big to carry around? And I guess, like, if you are an actual, like, art student, you probably would need shit like that. But, like, just the average Joe art student probably would not ever need one of those giant portfolio bags. Because, like, you'd have to be working on massive canvases to need one of those. We're just gonna throw some spiral bound notebooks in here. I want to throw something, like, small and boxy to just kind of, like, you know, that would hold. I guess I could just do a random, like, box. Like a pencil box kind of thing. That has no otherwise purpose. No purpose otherwise. Yeah. See, I've never taken a class that's, like, done anything like that. So it's literally never been a thing that I've even considered. Because, like, I didn't go to college, because college was expensive. And my high school was literally just 9th through 12th tradition, you know, art class. That was it. That was the entire thing, was just 9th through 12th art class. And so there was nothing, like, some people did acrylics, some people did sketching, some people did, you know, I played with oils, the oil crayon thingy-doos. I forget what they're called now. But I played a bit with those. Because I never liked paint. acrylic or otherwise, because, like, in high school, your class is, like, a grand total of, like, 45 minutes, and painting takes so long to set up and take down that, like, you get, like, 15 minutes of actual painting, and then that's it. And it's like, I'm not gonna get literally anything done in 15 minutes, and I absolutely refuse to be late for class because I was cleaning off my fucking paintbrushes in the last class. Like, no, I'd rather just sit there and sketch, you know? So, I didn't do a lot of anything in my art class, and my art teacher got regularly mad at me for it, but I made it up because she was also my English teacher, so I would turn in the best writings she's ever heard, and then I would piss her off every art class. Whatever. That'll be like a paint poster or something. I want to put something under or around the window here, but I don't know what. What do you guys think? What should I put around the window? Stereo? Oh yeah! That's the one thing that I missed in here, is like, it's my fucking stereo. Cause I still use an old-fashioned iPod, which means I also still use an iPod dock. But, maybe we can, Well, first things first, let's erase the stuff underneath this stuff. And turn off the Christmas music. Cool. We'll move the cup, like, maybe further in. And then we'll put See, the problem with putting, like, a stereo or iPod dock under the window is, like, obviously when these curtain thingies close, it's gonna go all the way out to here. So anything within this space, you'd have to move to close the curtains, like, regularly. And that would be kind of annoying. So And yes, I am thinking of the logistics of closing the curtains in a static image. Because I like my images to make sense. It's not a tiny window. That's a huge window. Look at the size of that thing. Whoops. Maybe we could do, like, window decorations. Let me go look some stuff up. Maybe some kind of hanging thing. Oh, I know. And then at the end of each of these, was a cool little spouter. Perf. Whoops. Actually, maybe every other one will be a spouter. And the other one can be maybe a cobweb? Oh, no, better idea. Raven. A very specific raven insignia. No, not a pigeon. As much as I love and adore my pigeon. This one's gonna have secrets. And anybody who knows the secrets gets extra points. There. That's nice. This is a nice room. We'll just add some detailing to the window. And a little bit of extra detail around these. And a little lock for the window. Yeah. This is actually a pretty nice little room. I like it. Thank you. All right. Any final comments before I start lining this? Other than I should probably save? Because I haven't yet, and it'd be real dumb to lose this now. Alright, we're good. We're saving. It's saved. We can get rid of that. We'll keep that up just in case I need it for coloring reasons. Don't even with that. That said, I'm on a laptop, so flipping the breaker wouldn't actually do anything to me. Alright. Oh, I think that looks pretty good. And then again, I'm gonna... Once the background is done, I'm going to, make a separate, like, PNG for the desk itself. So that, like, so that part can sit in front of me. I mean, I would get cold, but, like, I'd rather get cold than lose all my work. It'd also be very dark, and, like, my, camera would probably stop picking anything up. But, still preferable to losing all my work. Yep, that is a good idea. Definitely gonna need, coffee at the desk itself. Probably gonna have, like, a coffee cup and, like, definitely a typewriter. I know it's old-fashioned and nobody actually writes on a typewriter anymore, but writers. We love our fucking typewriters. I actually own, like, an actual old-fashioned typewriter, and I love the shit out of that thing. I picked it up. Nice! Typewriters are hella cool, yo! And if it wasn't for, like, the cost of ink, I would 100% still write on a typewriter. But alas, ink is non-negotiable. It's gotta be. I mean, I don't know, there's just something... Writers are weird. We're all hella fucking weird. But yeah, no, I was moseying around a thrift store, and I picked up I saw a typewriter at just kind of sitting there, and it was like 15, 20 bucks tops, and I'm like, there's no way, like, because it was a super retro typewriter, you know, as all of them are, obviously, but it was still in pretty decent shape. And so of course I picked that up. I know, right? I was so excited. I took that home and I tested it out, and amazingly, there was actually still ink in it. Like, not a lot, obviously, but I did manage to get, like, a sentence or two out on some paper on it, and that was some cool shit. So, of course, I took a picture of it and made it my profile pic on NaNoWriMo. Because that is, like, the ultimate writing bragging point, is having an old-fashioned typewriter that still works. You're a nerd. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. For now, we're gonna color everything in black and white. Just kind of get the base colors down in black and white. And then I'm going to go in and actually color things of color later. I mean, I could. A lot of things, even. We are. We're all nerds. Like, there's just no denying it. And that is perfectly fine and dandy. It's good to be a nerd. Can I make folders? I can make folders inside folders. Ha 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 ha. So we're gonna make this kind of dark. Because I'll probably have it be like nighttime or raining or something like that outside the window. Oh right, I might want to actually do the line art for this. Oops, no, we want that black. Oops. Man, this background's gonna be so cool that I'm gonna wish it was my actual real office. But that's the fun of virtual space. So you can create anything. One of these days, I'm gonna get my VR space back, and you guys are never gonna hear from me again. I will be lost to virtual space for an eternity. Because right now, I can't get to it. It's occupied. But once I get it back, so much VR. And one of these days, I hope to be able to play VR chat. Because that would be really cool. Like, especially as a VTuber, like, that's ultimate goals. We're gonna do this. We back? My internet cut out. You can VR chat on desktop? I legitimately didn't know that. I thought it was like a virtual only kind of thing. I mean, yeah, it makes sense that it's limited, but it's just kind of cool that you can do it at all, honestly, like... I mean, I guess it makes sense to a degree, but I never even considered it as a possibility, you know? That sounds fun. I love crawling around and worrying my friends. It's like one of my best hobbies. Alright, now we have the outline done. So, we can go in and do... What? Cool. Right. And now we just fill this in. Yeah, I mean, headsets are pretty expensive, so that's fair. I'm just... Right now, I have a PS4 headset that I got for Christmas, which is really cool. It was a couple years ago. And I have, like... I have, Skyrim. I have Skyrim for it. And that's super duper cool. Just, like, getting to play Skyrim in VR is the coolest shit. Oops. Oh, I need black. No. I don't really watch GDC. GDQ. You haven't played Skyrim? Oh, man. You are in for a treat when you do finally play it. It is... absolutely one of my favorite games. Like, I know it's hyped to oblivion and back. That was a joke. I'm funny. But no, it 100% deserves the praise it gets. It is a great game. It should be. Oops. It's a lot of fun. Oops. I honestly keep having the problem of, like, I want to go and play more Skyrim, but I've played so much Skyrim that I kind of don't know what to do anymore. So I'm like, what do I even play? Yeah, mods. Somehow, surprisingly, I have not installed mods yet, believe it or not. But it is definitely something that I probably need to do. Let's see. Okay, so I think that's good for the background. I could play Oblivion, but the controls for that are a little janky. Yeah, exactly. Because, weirdly enough, apparently this is a weird thing. Yeah. Weirdly enough, even though I play Skyrim for PC, I play with a controller instead of a mouse, like I guess normal people do. But mostly because that's usually because I'm playing, like, halfway across the room. Because the computer that I have Skyrim installed on is, we're gonna do something real quick here. The computer that I have Skyrim installed on is hooked up to a TV instead of, like, on a desk with a monitor. So most of the time that I play it, I'm sitting on my bed halfway across the room. So it's just easier to play with the controller that way. Oops. So that's probably a big thing that would keep me from playing Oblivion, is not being able to play it with a controller. Because the only time I play anything with mouse and keyboard is if I have to. So, like, obviously The Sims. Oops. Oops. Yeah, it's just more convenient, you know? Like, I love PC gaming, but I also love prefer playing games with controllers. So, I guess I'm just kind of a heretic. They really do. Like, as convenient as the keyboard can be, especially for things like The Sims where you're like constantly kind of typing things in, you know, like motherload repeatedly to build a massive mansion. Just generally speaking, controllers are just easier a lot of times. I mean, you get a little less, ironically, control, but like, my response time and accuracy is definitely, like, way slower. Yeah. My accuracy is definitely way lower on controller than it is with a mouse. But it's just convenient to be able to sit down. Like, sit back. Hmm. I can only imagine. Like, I haven't played either of those games. Well, okay, I have played a Dark Soul game and beat the first boss and decided, fuck that shit, I'm done. But it's definitely not my type of game. But I don't even want to imagine trying to play that with a mouse and keyboard. Dragon Age, I do want to try someday, though. Oh yeah, no, like, MMOs, there's no way you'd be able to play an MMO with a mouse. Like, no. Smash I don't play, so I have no opinions on what Smash should be played on. FE? Fire Emblem? No. I've never played Fire Emblem either now. Someone else indeed. Alright. Thanks for coming, Maury. Have a good day at work, too. Thanks for coming. Hopefully the, background will be up by next stream. Bye! Alright, now for the hard part. It's doing the things that can't be done with a straight edge tool. Ooh, fancy. That's good. It's always good to set up beforehand so that, like, when you get up for the day, you can just get up and go. Hmm. And my music stopped again. How long have we been streaming? Huh. Two hours? That's kind of crazy bonkers. Huh. Neat. And the best part is that my throat isn't nearly as scratchy as it has been the last few days. I'm finally getting used to talking regularly. Weird. Ah, books. Yeah, shut up, Del. I did also have pigeon coffee. That does indeed help. That is very true. Next time I'm setting up to just, like, sit and draw, I should, like, do that, book brush idea. Because that really would be, like, stupidly helpful for stuff like this. Dump that. Into that. That. Got a little can. I'm gonna draw some cool scissors. One of the things I'm best at drawing at for no reason in particular. With some sketchy pencils. So I watched a video recently that was like tips on cool shit I bet you didn't know Clip could do. And I watched it and I'm like, because I'm always looking for cool tips for things, you know, that I didn't know my art programs can do. Because I always discover something new with it, right? And so I was prepared for something new, but I was not prepared for the absolute truth bomb, that, like, mind-blowing tip that I was about to witness. And that was the ability to just delete vectors up to a cross, like an overcross point, which is the stupidest, most helpful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So, say you have something like this. If you go into this and you have a vector and this option right here, erase up to intersection, and just boom, 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 boom. Is that not the most wild thing you've ever seen in your entire life? Like, as someone who has a lot of, like, weird little crosshairs when they line, because, like, I do, you know, a lot of, especially in my, with hair. I have a lot of crossing intersections with hair, because, like, it just tends to go over. And so, the ability to just delete it up to an intersection is crazy helpful. And I don't know how I never realized that my art program could do that. It blew my mind, man. Like, there was a lot of stuff in there that, you know, the tips were from a cartoonist specifically, and so there were a lot of tips in there that were pretty specific to cartoonists that don't work, you know, quite as well in other mediums. Like, they still work, but they're not quite as helpful. But that one just, oh my god. Whew. Explosions in my brain. And we are almost done with the line art. There's just the little bits of the poster and the little bits of the window left. And then we're... Then it's on to the worst part. The coloring. I'm gonna try and keep, like, the, shading super simplistic. Like, basically gradients. 'Cause I suck at shading. And I want this to at least look semi-good. So... I'm definitely infinitely better at the lining process than I am the coloring or shading process. Cool. Now we just do these little bits here. Oh wait, poster. I have no idea what this poster is even of, but I'll figure that out later. Yeah. I will also be right back again. I'm back! Thank you. Oops. I have no idea what that says, but thank you. Actually, because it seems to be a weirdly popular thing, but also kind of makes sense, I've been thinking about doing what a lot of... Oh. But I've been thinking about doing what apparently quite a few VTubers do, and doing a like a lesson stream. Yeah. Like learning a language. Because it's a thing that I've always wanted to do anyways. And doing it on a stream forces you to, like, speak out loud. And so I imagine it actually helps you learn it more efficiently. So, like, it makes sense. But I'm curious if that's a thing that you guys would want to watch me do, is fail horribly at learning a language. Conveniently, the language that I would be learning, I have someone that I live with who's distinctly fluent in it, and so they could especially laugh at me as I get everything wrong. And I'm sure that'll be a lot of fun for them. Pigeon. Pigeon indeed. But if that's a thing that you guys are interested in potentially watching me fail at, perhaps that's a thing we can do. What? Look at that! That looks so good! I love this! Rude! Ah! It is! I'm actually really excited and really, like, happy with how this is turning out. It's gonna be so cool. Did my internet cut out? I feel like my internet cut out and I didn't even notice. Of course it did. Yeah, we're back now. But yeah, no, my, the background's actually looking really good. I'm super excited about this. I mean, I'm sure it's all gonna fall apart as soon as I get to, you know, coloring it, and especially shading it, but... Whoops. But for now, it looks really good. Gotta make sure it gets those little areas between the legs. There we go. And we have to be sure to not be dumb. Alright. So now what we do is put the line art inside the correct folders. And we look at it as a whole. Looks pretty dandy to me. This is pretty chill. I quite like it. So the next stage is gonna just be figuring out what colors for everything, and then after that, the shading and highlighting and, you know, minor details and whatnot. But as much as I hate to say it, I think we're gonna call it for this stream for now. Because it's been going on for quite some time. Thank you. Hopefully I can have this... I don't actually know when I'm gonna finish this, because tomorrow is... Thank you. And then, you know, all the extra bit on the bottom right corner will have, like, the avatar and the table in front, the desk in front of it. But that's for later. But tomorrow, I believe, is... Let me check. Yeah, tomorrow's a gaming and writing day, so I probably won't finish this up tomorrow, but the day after is my next art day. So I'll probably finish that up on... What is that, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. So I'll probably finish this up Thursday. I don't know for sure if I'll stream me finishing up or not. If I can, I will. but we'll have to see. Thursdays, now that I think about it, is probably gonna be kind of a weird day for me. Thursday's gonna be busy, so I don't actually know what I'm gonna be able to get done on Thursday. But I'm gonna try to finish this up on Thursday, so that, like, by my next actual stream, I should have a fancy new background. But for now, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you everyone for joining me, especially for 2 hours. That's pretty awesome. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And my official, like, non-spur of the moment streaming days are Saturdays. But sometimes every once in a while, you know, I'll pop a stream like this, either doing, you know, streaming the game that I'm supposed to be recording, or, you know, doing art stuff. It just kind of depends on the day. But my official streaming, like, for sure days are Saturdays. And we'll probably be doing more West of Loathing then. But, yeah. So, again, thank you guys for coming. It's been fun. And see you next time. Bye!